Sainath Nagar. So today we are going to start with all the revision parts of mathematics part 1. So here firstly we are going to start with the quadratic equation. So why we are starting with this lesson? Because this is one of the easiest lesson. So we are starting with this one. So before starting with this lesson, all the doubts, everything is clear in this lesson already. But still, since it is a revision part, we must know what to start in this lesson. Means what to remember in this lesson. So we are starting with the most important points that we must remember in this lesson, so that we can easily solve all the examples which can be asked based on this lesson here. So what are the important points to remember in this lesson? So since the name of the lesson is the quadratic equation, so we must know what is mean by quadratic equation. So that is the most important topic or the most important point. That is what is mean by quadratic equation. That we must know very well, because then and then only we can be able to solve all the question which can be asked on it. So what is quadratic equation? Simply, in this we are not going to define the definition. We are simply going to remember the standard form here. Okay, so that is an equation of the form. An equation of the form. Equation of the form. What is the equation of the quadratic equation? That is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. All of you know very well that this is nothing but a quadratic equation. So that is simply the definition or the meaning of a quadratic equation. So while learning quadratic equation, we must know that this term, that is ax square, this equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is nothing but the quadratic equation, where always remember this thing, that this a must not be equals to 0. Why? Because if in this ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, if in this equation, if this a is 0, if the value of a is 0, what will happen? Simply the x square term will get cancelled. That is, this whole term will be equals to 0, and we'll simply get that bx plus c is equals to 0. Now this equation is converted to bx plus c is equals to 0. What happened here, student? This x square term has been cancelled. You know very well that if in a quadratic equation, if we are saying that given equation is a quadratic equation, then there must be the term of x square. That is the most important thing. If rest are 0, it will be fine. But this term must not be equals to 0. That is x square term. So if this will be equals to 0, we are getting bx plus c is equals to 0. And you know very well that bx plus c, if the highest power of x is 1, then we say that this is a linear equation. So what happened? Whatever quadratic equation we are saying here, that now it's converted to a linear equation. So just remember this thing very well. What is mean by quadratic equation? An equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where this a must not be equals to 0. That means we must have the x square term. Then and then only we can say that the given equation is a quadratic equation. Okay, so hope you know this very well. And where all these terms, this a, b, c are nothing but the real numbers. Real number means the numbers which are present on the real line. That is the number line. Whether my screen is visible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, next one. What is the next important point? That is the standard form of a quadratic equation. Standard form. Again, you know this very well that standard form is nothing but this only. That is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the most important thing which we have to remember in the quadratic equation. That is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Now why this is important? First thing, since it's a quadratic equation, this is the important thing. Secondly, most of the questions are asked based on this equation only. Means if you have to pass the exam, at least if you have to score the average marks, we can solve the questions which are asked on this. The 1 marks, the 2 marks question are asked based on this standard form. So remember the standard form very, very well. Okay. Now, the next point which we must remember, that is the solution. All of you know very well what is meant by solution, whether it is for quadratic, linear, or any other form. Solution means the values of x which will satisfy the given quadratic equation. That to that we call them as a solution. Okay, means if LHS and RHS both are equal for a given value of x, we'll say that that is our required solution. And one more thing, remember this thing. Sometimes the solution are termed with other names also. That is, sometimes the solution are also called as zeros, or sometimes they are also called as the roots. So remember this. The words are different, but the meaning is same. The question can be asked, find the solution of given quadratic equation, or what are the roots of given quadratic equation, or write the zeros of the quadratic equation. So these are the few types of question which can be asked on the same word. Next, this roots. The question can be, sometimes the roots are commonly denoted by alpha and beta. Remember this thing. Sometimes the question can be asked, the roots of the quadratic equation are alpha and beta. Okay, alpha and beta means they are the constant terms obviously, but they are sometimes termed as alpha and beta also. So remember this. Okay, so these are the three important points: standard form, solution, what is meant by quadratic. Now next thing, the next important thing which we must remember, that is the methods of solving the quadratic equation. What we have to remember nextly, the methods of solving quadratic equation. Methods of solving quadratic equation. Now again, this you know very well that earlier there were three methods, but from the three methods, one method has been reduced. That is, the completing square method has been reduced from your syllabus. Make this very, very clear, students. You don't have to do that. So what are the remaining two methods? The first one is the factorization method. The next one is the most easiest, that is the formula method. Next is the formula method. So these two methods we have to do very well. Again, for the weaker student or the average student, you must focus on the formula method, because this is very easy. Why? Because in this method, we have to simply apply the formula. So what is that formula? X is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon twice. So what you are going to do, students? For the average student, I am saying, just remember this formula. If some question comes, if you are given any quadratic equation, and you have to simply ask that find the solution of the given quadratic equation, and if the method is not mentioned, directly choose this method. Why? Because only formula is given. We have to we know from the given equation what are the values of a, b, and c. Simply put all as values in this formula and solve this. You will get the required equation. And for the students who wants to score above 90 marks, they must focus on the factorization also, because the question number 4, which can be asked for 3 marks, 4 marks, and the question number 5, which can be asked for 3 marks. In that question, this factorization method examples can be asked. And there will be specifically mentioned, solve the given quadratic equation by the factorization method. So there we can't use the formula. Here we have to use this method only, that is the factorization method. So for the good student, please focus on the factorization also. So this is the next important point which we must remember, factorization formula. I will suggest the average student, just solve all the examples you can solve with the help of formula. Just remember this formula. Again, the next important thing which we have to remember in this lesson, that is the nature of the roots. Again, this you know very well. The nature of the roots. What is this?
ज्योति कोहली का क्या करने का?
Nature of roots. What is mean by nature of roots? Simply, nature means we have to see whether the roots are real or unreal, or we can say to it as not real. Means real, you know very well, all the numbers which are present on a number line, that is from minus infinity to plus infinity, 0, 1, -1, half, point, all the numbers which comes on a number line, we say that they are real numbers. But what about the non-real numbers? Non-real numbers means that numbers which we can't find on this number line, right? You also which are that numbers, so they are something different. So we're going to see that in the next class, obviously. So all the numbers which we can't find on the real line, that we say as the unreal or not real. So this is the important thing. We will definitely take a single lecture on this because this is very, very important. So right now I'm just see what is this. In this nature of root, we must remember one thing, that is discriminant. Very, very important pointer. This is very, very important. Why? Because on this discriminant, 1 marks question are also asked, 2 marks question are also asked, 3 marks and 4 marks question are also asked. So this is the most important. So what is this discriminant? This is sometimes denoted by D or sometimes denoted by delta also. And this is actually B square minus 4AC. This term, B square minus 4AC, is called as the discriminant. How the questions are asked? They are simply, whatever is for 1 mark, it can be asked as find the value of the discriminant or determine the nature of the roots. If nature of roots is asked, then also we have to make the use of discriminant only. So these are the most important. These are the 5 important points which you must remember while learning the quadratic equation. So I'm just repeating this 5. The first one, or just forget about the definition. Just start from the standard form. You must remember the standard form. Nextly, what is mean by solution? You must know that. And the second most important thing is the methods of solving, factorization and formula. And the last one is the discriminant. Because with the help of discriminant only, we can identify the nature of roots. Okay. Now let's see how the questions can be asked based on this important points that we are going to see. The probable questions. Students, if you do this only, means whatever points I just told you, then also you can score very well in this. Okay. Right now, we are going to see the probable questions which can be asked for 1 mark or 2 marks only. Okay. So the first one. The first we say, which is the important thing, that is the standard. So let's see which type of question can be asked on this standard. So the question can be, it can be asked in the question number 1A, that is in the MCQ format. There what we have to do is simply, just let me write the question. Now here as right, decide whether the following equations are quadratic equations or not. So what was the question? If it is asked in the MCQ, there you are given 3 to 4 equations and you have to identify which one of them is the quadratic equation. So let's see few examples now here. Now this is not asked in the MCQ format. So here you have to solve this. So I'm writing the few equations here. So this is the first one. M plus 2 into m minus 5 is equals to 0. So we have to see whether this is a quadratic equation or not. So what to do? By looking, can we say directly? Few students will see. Why? Because they will say that here is we are not getting the highest power of m to be 2, that is square term we are not getting. That means this is not quadratic, or few may directly write that not a quadratic equation. But please don't do this mistake. What you have to do, whatever equation you are given, just solve that. Write down in a proper form or write down in a standard form. Then you can decide whether the given equation is quadratic or not. So let's see how to solve this question. What is here? This is m plus 2 multiplied by m minus 2. Since it is multiplied, that means this has to be simplified. So let's simplify this. How to simplify? Just multiply the two brackets. So m into m is m squared. M into minus 5 minus 5m. 2 into m plus 2m. 2 into minus 5 is minus 10 is equals to 0. Now whether this is a simplified form? Definitely no, because here we are having two terms of m. So again simplify this one. It is m square minus 5m plus 2m. We got here minus 3m. This is minus 10 is equals to 0. Now whether this is simplified? Definitely now this is the simplified form. And now look here, what is the highest power of m? What is the highest power of m? The highest power of m is 2. So now we can say that this is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. Clear? And if the question is asked, state why it is quadratic equation. So simply you have to write since highest power or degree is 2. Degree of m is 2. Therefore, this is a quadratic equation. Again, since this is asked for 1 marks, means in a solving, we are solved like this. But if it has been asked in MCQ, what we are going to do? No need to solve this one formula. Directly we can say here only that this is nothing but a quadratic equation. So no need to solve this one on a rough page also. Just from here you can say that this is a quadratic equation. Clear? Let's take 2 more examples. Okay, now can anyone say me that whether this is a quadratic equation or not? Yes, anyone? So here, now what we have to check? We have to simply check. Okay, who's this? Yes, Lakshmi, you can unmute yourself and answer the question.
Yes, miss. Miss, highest power 3 है तो ये quadratic equation नहीं है.
Okay, very good. Since the highest power of m is 3, so this is not a quadratic equation. Yes. So no need to directly we can write here since degree is not equals to 3. Sorry, not equals to 2. It is not a quadratic equation. If it has been asked for solving, solve in this way only. Okay, you have to solve this one just for 1. Okay, let's see a few more questions. Mute yourself. Who's this? Yes, Norman. Please mute yourself. Now we are seeing. Now look at the next example. Y square plus 1 upon y is equals to 2. Again, what happened here? Who wants to answer this question? Lakshmi, please mute yourself. Who can answer this one, whether this is a quadratic equation or not? Anyone? Okay, Lakshmi again. Okay, Yes, you can unmute and answer, Lakshmi.
मिस ये नहीं है क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, क्योंकि हम इधर 1/y को हम लोग y से डिवाइड करेंगे.
Okay, very good. So what is here, students? Why writing whether it is a quadratic or not means while writing the final answer, you must simplify that. And always remember that in denominator, there must not be a variable. If in the denominator is in a variable format, then that means the given equation is not the simplified. So first, let's simplify this one. So how to do this? Since we have to cancel this y from the denominator. So to cancel, I'm simply cross multiplying this. I'm multiplying this y to the numerator. So what happens? Y cubed plus, here there is nothing, that means here was 1. So this one got multiplied here, that is y cubed plus 1. And to the denominator, this both will get multiplied, that is y, and this is equals to 2 as it is. Now this implies simply cancel this y from denominator. Since it is denominator, transfer it to the another side. So what we get? Y cubed plus 1 is equals to 2. Now look here. Whether the highest power of y is 2? Definitely no. The highest power of y is 3. So again, this is not a quadratic equation. Clear? Anyone? Any doubt up to this? So कोई doubt नहीं होगा. And just let's take one simple one. Let's move to the next question now. Simply. Okay, now whether this is a quadratic equation? Definitely this is a quadratic equation. Since the highest power of y is 2, it is a quadratic equation. So this type of question can be asked for 1 marks. And please do this very well, because here you can easily score the 1 marks. Now, the next type of questions which can be asked again on the standard form only, that we are going to see. Okay, now in this question, what will happen? You will simply be given the quadratic equations, and we have to write the quadratic equation in the standard form, and then we have to write the values of them a, b, and c. If this type of question is asked, this can be asked for 2 marks also, okay, depending upon the quadratic equation. So let's see the examples. All right. Quadratic equation in the standard form. Write values of a, b, c. So let's see the first example here. Now we are given this equation here. So what we have to do? Firstly, we have to write this in the standard form. So you know very well what is the standard form. Standard form is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So this is our standard form. So what we have to do? Convert this equation in this form. Means firstly the term of the square, next the term x term, and finally the constant, and then it's equals to 0. So this one, this x square, right? Then is 5x. This term is extra here. So let's transfer it to this side. So x square plus 5x. This is minus. So when it comes, it is plus 3 minus x is equals to 0. Now whether it is for in standard form, this term is remaining. So convert them into. So this is x square, 5x minus x, 4x, and plus 3 is equals to 0. Now look here. First is the term of x square, next is the x term, and finally is the constant form. So now this is the standard form. So this is a standard form. What is the next question we are asked? Write the values of ABC. So therefore, compare with standard form. Compare with standard form and write the value of ABC. Coefficient of x square is a here. So whatever the coefficient of x square will be here, that is nothing but the value of our a. So no number is here, that means 1. Then b, coefficient of x is here b. Here coefficient of x is 4. So value of b is 4. And finally C is nothing but the constant term, and this 3 is our constant. So again, this is one of the very easy type of question where also you can score very good marks. So whatever quadratic equation given to us, just convert into standard form, compare with the standard form, and write the values of A, B, C. Once you are done this, next is the very easy part. Means the marking scheme up to this, there are no marks for whatever you are doing here. Since it is asked for simply 1 marks, here for writing in the standard form you will get half marks. And again, for whatever wording you are writing here, there you will not getting any marks, but still you have to write. But for the final, the values of this A, B, C, that you are getting in the half. So like this way, the marking will be distributed for the standard and the values of A, B, C. Clear? Okay, let's see one more example. Now again, we have to write this equation in the standard form. Again in this one. So what we are going to do here? Since this is a bracket square, firstly just simplify this. What is the how to simplify the bracket square? What is value of A? It is of the form A minus B whole square. So simply use that formula. This is x square minus 2ab, that is A is 1 here and B is minus 1 here, and plus B square, that is plus 1 square. And this is equals to 2x plus 3 as it is. Firstly, what we have done? We have simplified this bracket. Now this simplifies. This is x square minus minus plus. So this is plus 2 plus 1. I am directly writing here plus 3. And this 2x plus 3 is in the next side. So just transfer it to here. So this is minus 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. So plus 3 minus 3 get cancelled. And we got here x square minus 2x is equals to 0. Now whether it is in the standard form, that's definitely ax square plus bx plus c. C is your 0, so no need to write, which is equals to 0. So this is your standard form. Again, compare with the standard form and simply write the values of ABC. Now, can anyone say me the values of ABC here? What will the value of ABC for this equation? Yes, anyone? Yes, can anyone say me the values of ABC for this equation? Shreya. Okay, Shreya. Yes, bolo.
Value of A is 1.
Yes.
Value of B is 0 and value of
value of A is 1.
B is 0 and C is minus 2.
No, value of B is not 0. Value of B must be the coefficient of x students. This value of B is the coefficient of x, and that is coefficient of x is minus 2. So value of B is minus 2. And C is your constant. So since no constant we are finding here, that means C is equals to 0. So these are the values of ABC. Okay, make this very clear, students. Coefficient will be x square, means the coefficient of A, B means the coefficient of x, and C is the constant. Okay. Okay, now let's see few more examples. Okay, one simple one we will take. Directly, I'm just taking one example. Anyone just raise your hand and answer this one. Yes, can anyone say me what will be this in the standard form? How we can write this one? Yes, anyone? Jaldi se koi? Haan. Yes, Lakshmi, what will be the standard form of this one?
Miss x square minus 2x. Minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0.
Okay, this is the standard form. Then what will the value of ABC?
A is a 1, B is a minus 2, or 3 is 3 ka, C ka minus 3.
Okay, very good. So these are the values of ABC, and this is nothing but the standard form. So this is the easiest one. So this type of questions are asked. So please don't skip this question and don't skip these points. The standard can be asked for 1 marks or 2 marks. Very easy. Now let's see the next type, which can be asked for sometimes 2 marks. Again, now this completed the standard form. Now what is the next, which we see the important one? That is the solution. Sometimes we call them as roots or zeros. You know this very well. On solution, the question can be asked for 1, 2, 3, or 4 marks also. So for the right now, we are going to see for simply 1 or 2 marks. What is the question? Any quadratic equation will be given to you and find the solution. Yes, this is the simple thing. If the quadratic equation is the easiest one, the question can be asked for 1 marks, or it can be asked in the MCQ also. What is the solution of given quadratic equation? And you have to choose from the given option. Again, ask for 1 mark, or if it has to be asked for 2 marks, sometimes the question can be any quadratic equation will be given to you, and with that quadratic equation, values of x are also given to you, and you have to see whether this value satisfy the given quadratic equation or not. So the question can be like this way. What is here? A simple question quadratic equation is given to you. 2 values of x are given to us, and we have to check whether these are the solutions of this quadratic equation or not. Again, look one thing. 2 values of x are given. That means 2 roots are given. We have to check for 2. So it has asked for 2 marks. If only 1 value is given, we have to check only for x is equals to 1. It will be asked for simply 1. Means if the steps increases, the marks will also increase. So let's see how to do this one. Again, this is the easiest one. Simply, firstly, let's consider the given quadratic equation. Consider whatever quadratic equation is given to us. Write down and just use that as the equation number 1. Then whatever values of x are given to us, simply put this in. So put x is equals to minus 1. Since we have to check whether this is solution or not, we are going to check LHS is equals to RHS. So LHS of equation 1. So Lx minus 5. So this is our LHS. Simply substitute value of x is equals to minus 1. So this is minus 1 square plus 4 into minus 1 minus 5. This is 1 minus 4 minus 5. So this is minus 3 minus 5. Now look here. What is this? This is equals to minus 8. That means this is not equals to 0. Not equals to 0 means this is not equals to RHS. Since the given value of x is not equals to RHS, we say that this x is equals to minus 1 is not a solution of this one. Dear student, it is very, very easy. Whatever quadratic equation is given to us, in that quadratic equation, we have to substitute the value of x, which we are asked to check whether it is solution or not, and simply solve that. If that is equals to 0, then we say that LHS and RHS are equal and it is the solution. If not, then it is not a solution. For this, for solving this, you will get 1 mark, right? Why? Since we are solved just for 1. Now let's solve for x is equals to plus 1. Same method I am doing here only. Now put x is equals to 1 the given equation. So this has been plus 1 now. So 1 plus 4 minus 5. So here we get 5 minus 5. That is, this is equals to this is equals to 0, and since this is equals to 0, this is equals to RHS. Now again, for x is equals to plus 1, we get LHS and RHS are equal. Therefore, we'll say that x is equals to 1 is the solution of given quadratic equation. Again, for solving this, you will get the another 1 marks here. So in this way, you will get 2 marks. Very, very easy, student. Nothing we have done. The same method we have applied for the -1 and +1. But for solving this much, we are getting the 2 marks here. So just focus on this types of questions. This can be asked for 2 marks. Okay, so this is very easy. Only the values will be changed. The quadratic equation will be changed, and the question will remain the same. So let's see the next one. Now, one of the important factorization. Methods of solving quadratic equation. Now again, this factorization sometimes can be asked for 1 marks also, or for 2 marks also. Obviously, the whatever equation will be given to us, this is very of the easiest type. So here we are going to quickly see what is this factorization method here. So let's see with this with the help of an example. Okay, so this is a simple equation, that is 3x square minus x minus 10 is equals to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation, and we have to solve this with the help of factorization. So what is this factorization? Just pay attention, students. Everyone, just pay attention. What we have to do here, just for the first and the last time, just multiply this two terms. So what we are doing, this 3 multiplied by, what is our last term? Yeah, this is minus 10. Focus on the sign also. It is minus 10. 3 into minus 10. What we got here? Minus 30. Right? Now, we have to find the product of this minus 30. So that, sorry, the factor of this minus 30, so that you will get the middle term. Middle term is the coefficient of middle term actually. What is the coefficient of this middle term? Coefficient of middle term is minus 1. So you have to find the factors of minus 30 so that you will get here minus 1. You know there are where 10 into 3 is also one of the factor. Then again 5 into 6 is another factor. You will get lots of factor here. From that we have to choose the 2 factors which will satisfy this condition. Now look here. If I take 10 and 3, it is minus 30. Right? Focus on the middle term. What is the sign of the middle term? It is minus sign. That means bigger term will get the minus sign. Suppose I am taking this one, minus 10 and plus 3. If I add this 2, I am definitely not getting here 1. So this is nothing but minus 7. What I require? I require minus 4. So let's see for the next one. Minus bigger term is 6. So minus sign will be to 6 here. 5 and minus 6. It is minus 4. What we require? We require minus 1. Which factor we are going to consider? We are going to consider these 2 factors, that is 5 and minus 6. So remember the students, by choosing the factors, what we have to remove. The first thing, so I got here minus 30. Then find out the factors of minus 30. We will get the coefficients 5 and minus 6. I can take 6 and 5, minus 5 and minus 6. So these are the 2 required factors. Now simply, while writing what we have to do, so this simply. First and last term will remain as it is. And now instead of this minus x, we are going to substitute this 2. that is minus 6 plus 5. But there is the x. So don't forget to write the x with the, that is minus 6x and plus 5. What we have done, instead of this minus x, we have substituted this two, minus 6x plus 5x. Now if we do the addition, what we are getting? We are getting here minus 6. That means the same term we are getting. So this is the important thing which you have to remember in factorization. Now, what is the next step? Just make a group of first two and last two. From this, take the common one. So what is common here? From 3x and minus 6x. 3x is the common. So in bracket, what will remain? From 3x square, 3x goes. So just x here. This is minus 2. Then from here, 5x and 10, 5 is common. So in bracket, x minus 2, which is equals to 0. So again, this is the common bracket. So write the common bracket once, and whatever the next numbers are there, write them in the next bracket. So now we have got the two bracket, the product of two brackets. Again, you know very well that the product, if the product of two numbers is 0, that means at least one of them is equals to 0. So this is equals to x minus 2 is equals to 0, or we can say 3x plus 5 is equals to 0. Just solve this one with your regular method. So you get x is equals to 2, or this x is equals to minus 5. But that is 3x is equals to minus 5. So x is equals to minus 5 upon 6. So let me repeat this one more time. This is very easy. Questions can be asked for 2 to 3 marks. So what is this here? A simple quadratic equation is given to us. Firstly, take the product of first and last term with their respective signs. Find the factors of the term so that you will get the middle term by addition or subtraction. Then, in the next step, write the first and last term as it is. For the middle term, substitute the two factors. Then take the term pair of two, first two and last two. Find the common one. Write down, then you will get the two brackets. Since product is equals to 0, that means one of them is definitely equals to 0. So you simplify this, you will get the solution or the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, if anyone having any doubt in this question, they can answer. मैं किसी को कोई doubt इस question में? Anyone? So everyone is clear with this one. So let's see one more question of this type, and then we will stop. Okay. Let's quickly see one more example of this type. Again, just remember one thing. Whatever your practice set one is there, one is the first practice set of each and every lesson. The question which are there on the first practice set that are asked for 1 to 2 marks. So just do that very properly. Okay, let's see one more simple question here. 6 root 3 x square plus 7x is equals to root 2. Now look here, students. There are root 3. So this is some little bit tricky, but if you do properly, you can solve this with value. The first thing, this is not in the standard form. So just write this in the standard form. So it is 6 root 3 x square, then the term of x, and finally the constant term. So what is our constant here? Root 3. So minus root 3 is equals to. Okay. Firstly, we are writing in this standard form. Next, what is our next step? Product of the first and the last one. So what is our first term? It is 6 root 3 multiplied by. What is our last term? That is minus root. What will be the product here? 6 will be added. Root 3 into root 3. That is the square of 3. So here we get 6 into minus, and that is equal to minus. Dear students, just do this proper. Root 3 into root 3 is 3, and this minus and it is 6 into minus 3. We got minus 18. Now we have to find the factors of minus 18 so that we will get here plus 7. So what factors will required here? It is 9 and again look here. Minus 18. That means one term is definitely negative. Now which term we have to give negative? What is the sign of this one? Plus sign. That means the bigger number will get the positive sign and the smaller number will get the negative sign. So since here small is 2, so these are the two factors, 9 and minus 2. Now simply write down this one. Your first and last term will remain as it is. This is minus root 3. And for the middle, this 7x, we are substituting this 2. 9x minus 2x. Clear? For this middle term, we are substituted the two factors. Now simply make this pair of first two and last two and write the common values here. So yeah, 6, 9. Both can be divisible by 3. One more thing. If you look here, this whole bracket will be 2x and root 3. That means in this, our common bracket must be 2x minus root 3. But whether I am getting root 3 here common, if I require root 3 here, the root 3 must be common. So what to do here? Just focus on this 9. 9 is actually 3 multiplied by 3, right? 9 is nothing but 3 into 3. So can I write one of the 3 as root 3 into root 3? Look here, this 3. This 3 I have written as root 3 multiplied by root 3. And you know very well that this is nothing but root 3 square, that is nothing but 3 only. The value of this root 3 into root 3 is equals to 3 only. And the next 3 will remain as clear. So from this one, here I am doing only this is 6 into root 3 into 3, and this 9x is written like this. So what will happen? This 3 will be the common. Then this root 3 is also common. So 3 into root 3x will come common. And in bracket will remain root 3x, sorry, 2x plus root 3. And the second here, minus into bracket 2x plus root 3, which is equals to 0. Clear students, what we have done here? Take the root 3 common, we have written 9 in this form. So again, the same thing, it's very easy. The common bracket 2x plus root 3. The next terms will come in the next bracket. And since the product is equals to 0, that means each one of them is equals to 0. Either one of them will be equals to 0. So what we get here? So x is equals to minus root 3 by 2, or here x is equals to 1 by 3 root 3. Okay. So let's quickly see this what we have done. For the first one, product of the first and last. So root 3 into minus root 3 is root 3. So we get here minus 18. Products of minus 18, we take 9 into minus 2. So for the middle term, we substituted this one. And just take the first two and the last two here. So from here, 3 root 3x comes common. Since this 9 is split as root 3 into root 3 into 3. So root 3 comes common. So we get this one. And this is the common bracket. So write that simply one time. And whatever remaining numbers are there, write that in the another bracket. So since the product is equals to 0, one of them must be equals to 0. So after solving, we get the values of x. That is, we get the values of the roots. यहाँ तक किसी को कोई problem है, then they can ask. Anyone any doubt up to this factorization method, especially in this question? Hope so. No one is having any doubt here. Okay, so we'll stop here. Okay, ma'am, I completed.
मिस रूट 2 रूट 3 कैसे आया?
Root 3. Where?
मिस 3 रूट 3 है ना? 3 रूट 3 नहीं, ऊपर ऊपर सेकंड
This
स्टेप.
one?
नो मैम, 3 रूट 3 है ना?
Okay.
हाँ
हाँ यही ना.
हाँ.
This one है ना? Actually ये जो 6 root
No
3
means
था ना,
3 root 3.
हाँ वही बोल रही. That only I am explaining. And this one 9. We have splitted this 9. This 9 is written as 3 into 3, right? 9 is 3 into 3. And one of the 3 we are written as root 3 into root 3. And the next 3 we are written. There is no change in this 9 and in this 3 numbers. Clear? This root 3 into root 3 is 3
Yes,
actually.
miss.
This into 3 is 9. And then we have taken the pound. So here we get 3 root 3. Clear? Yes?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, I have completed. If anyone having any doubt, or just
Okay, instructor. Thank you, ma'am.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.